We are live at the Going on Faith Conference here in Branson, Missouri. With me today is Roy Turner. He's here representing Tupelo CVB, but is also the executive director for Elvis Presley's birthplace. Roy, tell us what the group can expect when they come see you.
Well, our claim to fame, of course, is we're the birthplace of Elvis Presley. The first 14 years of his life were spent in our city. All of his childhood memories were in our city. And I have the fun of overseeing his birthplace, sitting on a beautifully landscaped 15-acre park that was a gift to the city from Elvis when he was 21 years old. He came back to do what he called his homecoming concert. When it was over, he gave the money back to our mayor and said, "I noticed the house I was born in 15 acres for sale. I want you to buy it and build a park for those kids in East Tupelo." That was the so-called poor side of town, wrong side of the tracks. I was one of those kids. We didn't know we were poor, we just knew we weren't rich. He came back the next year, did another concert, and said, "I want you to build a build a youth center for those kids." I had my first dance in that youth center, which is now our museum. In addition to the little two-room house he was born in, we have his childhood church where he worshiped for the first 14 years of his life. It's where he first heard gospel, first sang gospel, where he found the Lord. Our story is Elvis the boy. One lady at the birthplace was speaking to one of the ladies that was a docent in our church and said, "We're going to Graceland next. You know, that's where Elvis really is." And she said, "Well, just remember, Elvis built Graceland, but Tupelo built Elvis." And that's so true. We have Tupelo Hardware, where he went in for his 11th birthday to buy a rifle and walked out with a guitar that changed the face of not only American music, but music worldwide. It's in a fourth generation. Nothing's changed. I'm 72. It's looked and smelled the same way my whole life, and I'm sure it looked and smelled that way the day he walked in there. We have a 14-stop Elvis driving tour of all the significant Elvis stops, and our CVB will provide a free step-on guide and a free goodie bag for the group. We have other attractions. We have Tupelo Buffalo Park, which you can actually take your tour bus driving through the park to see the animals. We have a meadery, which is the natural process of bringing honey to wine. Touring the winery is enjoyed by a lot of people, and if you want to do a tasting, you can do that as well. We have quite a few hotels, motels that have expressed their desire to work with tour groups, so come on down. We're going to treat you so many ways, you're going to like one of them.